On May 19, 1953, at 5:05 a.m., one of the many nuclear tests under the code name Upshot Knothole was conducted at the Nevada test site. Just moments after the blast, a disc-shaped object was spotted rapidly descending from the sky, heading south toward Las Vegas before disappearing into the mountains. 2 days later, government officials secretly assembled a team of scientists for an unusual mission to investigate a UFO crash near Kingman, Arizona, located 175 miles south of the nuclear test site. A group of 40 engineers boarded a bus in Phoenix and made the long 3.5-hour journey to Kingman. They arrived at night, where military police guarded the area surrounding the crash site. The object was a 40-foot diameter, disc-shaped craft, perfectly intact, with no visible damage. 4 beings were found near the craft, and the entire site was transported to Groom Lake, the area famously known as Area 51, deep in the Nevada desert. At the time, Area 51 was a remote, sparsely developed site, but it would eventually become the hub for secretive research on extraterrestrial technology. The story grows more intriguing with the claim that a being named J. Rod, an alien survivor of the 1953 Kingman UFO crash, was allegedly housed at Area 51. Over several years, J. Rod is said to have worked with the U.S. government to reverse engineer technology from the crash. Captain Bill Uhouse, a former Navy pilot and experimental aircraft tester who worked at Area 51 in the 1960s, claimed to have met J. Rod and studied the craft. According to Uhouse, J. Rod could communicate, often sounding like a parrot repeating phrases, and provided scientific advice about the craft's engineering. Another whistleblower, microbiologist Dan Bache, reported that he was assigned to care for J. Rod, ensuring its health over a prolonged period. Both Bache and Uhouse spoke of an underground chamber at Area 51 where J. Rod was kept, and their accounts, along with others, suggest that extraterrestrials may have been interacting with the U.S. government since at least the 1950s. Numerous reports from UFO researchers imply that not only have aliens been kept at secret military bases, but they have also met face-to-face with government personnel, sharing advanced technology to improve our own. Inside the walls of the Pentagon, under the watchful eye of the Commander-in-Chief, lies one of the most intriguing and captivating stories of extraterrestrial encounters, the mysterious tale of Valiant Thor. This extraordinary account comes from Frank Strange, a chaplain with top-secret clearance, who uncovered the incredible details of an otherworldly visitor in 1957. According to Strange, a UFO landed just outside Washington, D.C. in Virginia. When police arrived at the scene, they were greeted by a humanoid figure who introduced himself as Valiant Thor. Unlike anything the authorities had seen before, this enigmatic being had an urgent message for President Dwight D. Eisenhower. He was escorted directly to the Pentagon, where a meeting with the president was arranged. During this unprecedented encounter, Valiant Thor expressed his deep concerns about the United States' nuclear weapons. His message was clear. Just as any country would send an ambassador to negotiate on behalf of their interests, Thor revealed that he was, in fact, an ambassador from an extraterrestrial civilization. Throughout his time on Earth, Thor reportedly offered advice to President Eisenhower and his administration on policy matters, particularly around nuclear disarmament. The idea that an extraterrestrial could directly influence global decisions and even shape the course of human history is a tantalizing possibility. Could there be other envoys from distant galaxies, advising not just on Earth, but across entire planetary systems? The story of Valiant Thor is just one of many that suggests there may be much more going on in our world than meets the eye. Meanwhile, across the country in Burbank, California, another event unfolded that would change the course of history. It was June 1943, in the midst of World War II, when the U.S. government pushed Lockheed Aircraft Corporation to develop the next generation of military jet fighters capable of outflanking enemy planes and turning the tide of the war. Under the leadership of Clarence Kelly Johnson, the team at Lockheed's secretive Skunk Works division delivered the P-80 Shooting Star in a record 143 days, ushering in the age of jet aviation. Known as the mastermind behind some of the most groundbreaking military aircraft designs, Johnson's innovations changed the way wars were fought. However, his credibility as a seasoned engineer didn't prevent him from witnessing something that would forever alter his view of the world, a UFO sighting that would go down in history. This encounter added a new layer to the legend of Kelly Johnson, making him not just a pioneer of aviation, but a key figure in the mysterious world of UFOs and extraterrestrial encounters. These tales of government secrecy, alien ambassadors, and incredible sightings continue to captivate the imagination. Could extraterrestrial visitors have been shaping history from the shadows, guiding humanity toward a future we can scarcely comprehend? The mysteries of our world may be far more complex than we could ever have imagined. On December 16, 1953, in California, a pivotal event occurred that would go on to shape the trajectory of UFO research in America. The encounter involved Clarence Kelly Johnson, a brilliant Lockheed engineer, who, while working with colleagues, witnessed a mysterious and unidentified object in the sky. The UFO was unlike anything he had ever seen before, defying all known technology at the time. Despite an era marked by official skepticism toward UFOs, Johnson took the bold step of reporting the sighting to his superiors, risking his career in the process. Instead of facing repercussions, Johnson was seemingly rewarded. 2 years later, he played a crucial role in the establishment of one of the most secretive military bases in the United States, Area 51. Kelly Johnson is credited with selecting the site for Area 51, a location in the Nevada desert that would soon become synonymous with UFOs and extraterrestrial speculation. Positioned in an isolated region, far from prying eyes, the question arose, was Area 51 merely a testing ground for experimental aircraft, as the military claimed, or was it chosen as the perfect location to reverse engineer alien technology, particularly the very craft Johnson himself had witnessed? Fast forward to March 17, 2018, just outside the infamous perimeter of Area 51 in Rachel, Nevada, where researchers Giorgio Tsoukas and Wolf McCarran, along with mining expert Christian G., investigate rumors of an underground tunnel network beneath the base. Christian, a seasoned miner with decades of experience in the region, sheds light on the extensive mining operations tied to Area 51. As he explains, nearby mines have long been used to hide the massive amounts of dirt removed during the base's expansive underground operations. The miners, in exchange for hush money, help cover up the evidence of the secret tunnels, allowing the U.S. military to conduct clandestine work without attracting suspicion. Christian details the practice of heap leaching, where ores are piled into mountains, and chemicals like mercury and cyanide are used to break them down, effectively shrinking the mountains and covering up the dirt removal process. This method, though primarily used for mining precious metals, may also serve as a covert means of hiding the vast amounts of earth removed during underground construction at Area 51. The deeper question arises, could Area 51 be expanding its operations underground, keeping the most top-secret work hidden beneath the surface? Christian, along with other experts, believes that a vast network of interconnected underground bases and tunnels could be sprawling beneath the desert. Originally designed as a defense against atomic attacks during the Cold War, these underground facilities now serve as the perfect setting for secret experiments, including extraterrestrial research. Some even speculate that the underground tunnels at Area 51 are just the tip of the iceberg, part of a much larger, interconnected system of bases and underground transportation systems, including high-speed trains that connect key military facilities, with Cheyenne Mountain in Colorado Springs serving as the central hub for NORAD. The questions raised by these revelations only continue to deepen the mystery surrounding Area 51. What are the true depths of its secret operations, and how far does the network of underground bases really extend? The truth may still be buried deep beneath the Nevada desert, hidden away from the eyes of the public and even the most curious researchers. In the deserts of New Mexico, there are whispers of a hidden extraterrestrial underground base, linked by a secretive underground subway system that stretches from Dulce to Los Alamos, Albuquerque, Roswell, and finally to the infamous Area 51 in Nevada. These military bases are said to be connected by an underground transit network, concealed from the public eye. In 1967, U.S. Air Force Captain David Freehoff, one of the most elite pilots, joined the ranks of those flying America's most advanced spy plane, the State Route 71 Blackbird. The State Route 71 could travel from coast to coast in just 1 hour, a feat that stunned the aviation world. It would warp your mind with that kind of performance, Freehoff recalls, expressing his pride in being part of such a legendary unit. He felt like family among the other pilots and personnel. But it was in 1979 that Freehoff's career took him to the mysterious and highly classified Area 51, where he would spend 6 years, until 1985. Area 51, located in the Nevada desert, is home to numerous top-secret projects, and Freoff was among the few who had access due to his elite security clearance. His daily commute from Aaron Airport in Las Vegas to the base was aboard a covert government airline known as Janet Airlines. The planes were fitted with blacked-out windows, so passengers couldn't see where they were heading, adding another layer of secrecy. Among the numerous legends surrounding Area 51, one story stands out. Engineer D. Borns, a former employee, recalled a mysterious facility within Area 51 known as Site 4 or S4. Borns said that when certain scientists and military personnel arrived on Janet Airlines flights, they would leave the plane and board a bus to head towards Site 4. But the rest of the base staff had no idea what was happening there. Freoff himself never knew what went on at Site 4, but years later, when he heard the story of Bob Lazar, it struck a familiar chord. Lazar claimed that he too had flown on Janet Airlines and traveled to Area 51, where he was taken to S4. Freoff, after hearing Lazar's account, found it credible, as every detail matched his own experiences. Despite widespread skepticism about Lazar's claims and questions about his credentials, Freoff confirms that others who worked with him at Area 51 had seen Lazar on the base. "I know people that had worked for me who later admitted they had seen Bob Lazar there," Freoff states. According to him, Lazar's story resonated with those who had been on the inside, and critics simply didn't want the public to learn the truth, that the US government had possession of alien technology, which could potentially be used for military purposes, giving the nation a significant advantage over adversaries. The secrecy surrounding Area 51, Janet Airlines, and the supposed Site 4 continues to fuel speculation. What exactly is being hidden at these clandestine locations? Could alien technologies be in the hands of the US government? And if so, what does it mean for the future of warfare, space exploration, and extraterrestrial contact? The truth may be buried deep within the walls of Area 51, guarded by layers of secrecy and skepticism, but the stories from those who've been there continue to challenge our understanding of what is possible.